Hello and welcome to Jits Pro League number 2. This is the second event from a great first event we had a few months ago, and we're starting up with the preliminary card. Just before we start, we'll say thanks to the sponsors. We've got Soul Taker Fightwear, who provided £250 submission of the day bonus. So first up we got Ryan and Tyrone. Ryan from Newport MMA and Tyrone from RGA Bristol.
Ryan's seated and pulled some guard. Looks like Tyrone is trying to pass him with a body, kind of like a body lock position on him. But Ryan's got some butterfly hooks in. Ryan's cutting in an angle, trying to force his face to the side.
You can see Ryan's trying something, can't you?
Yeah, looks like he's scooting out a bit. Trying to catch an angle, maybe come out for an omoplata or get a sweep maybe.
Tyrone's on top. He's starting to get that body position locked in, actually.
Yeah, he needs to square his hips up a bit though, I think, because otherwise he's gonna end up in this constant battle there. Oh, he's taking a step over. If he can just pin both of his legs maybe against that single butterfly, he's got a chance to fully pass. And it does look quite heavy, his top pressure. Let's just...
Nice.
I think he's lost the underhook there, Tyrone. I think he needs to get that back. Ryan's fighting for it there. Ryan's doing quite a good job of getting that underhook before Tyrone gets it. It's quite a nice battle there. Tyrone's trying to dress that far side arm.
Ryan's to be careful, he's sort of getting flat on his back, isn't he?
Yeah, although Tyrone maybe wants to reset and pin his legs maybe now and start to pass around. I think Ryan likes to be sat there. He's getting quite nice pressure from Tyrone. I think he just wants to hide his arms there. Good, that's nice. Keep it nice and tight. I think Ryan needs to start scooting out a bit. I say he's got an arm under his chin, so he can create a bit of space for himself, and he's working to get the underhook as well, which is nice.
Tyrone's looking quite confident quite now. Yeah, he's starting to get in a good position. Tight. He's settled.
It's that big muscular frame. It definitely looks like he benches.
He's just slowly creeping, working that knee through, you can see.
Yeah, he's moving to the far side with that left leg. He's probably going to look to clear it.
And what do you think Ryan needs to do here, Ryan?
I think he needs to kind of turn away from him and scoot his arse out, shrimp out, and turn back in. Oh, we've got a passer. It looks like he's got a headlock position rather than underhook though, which is sometimes a weaker position to have, because Ryan could threaten with a back take here.
Just has.
Oh, he's coming out the back door. And then Tyrone's scrambled on top into a mount. Ref is struggling to control them there.
Yeah, like you said, he got that underhook position. He did get on top, but unlucky the scramble didn't quite work out for him. Yeah,
I think maybe the ref needs to go on Tyrone's weight program so he can be a bit more dominant in stopping them there. Some nice pressure on top from Tyrone, but Ryan is doing a good job once again. I think he just needs to shrimp out a bit more and create that frame. Because he wants to get up onto that hand as opposed to the elbow. Because every time he's on the elbow, Tyrone's just taking the space away from him.
Yeah, he's got the cross face locked in, actually, isn't he?
It looks like a strong cross face as well. He's forcing him back. I think he wants to create that frame, get his ass out of it.
There we go.
It's nice, good. So nice back and forth match to watch. Okay, so now Ryan's cutting an angle, looking like he's gonna go for a shoulder crunch. Tyrone needs to probably square up a bit and make sure his arm's safe there. Oh, he's got the butterfly. Nice. That's a really
lovely
good
sweep
of Ryan. Seems like Ryan's brought a crowd with him. Getting some support over there.
Let's see now, when he's in top position, how the game changes slightly. It'd be interesting to see what Ryan decides to go with.
Yeah, I have seen him compete a few times. He likes a knee cut pass, I think. It looks like he's trying to set that up there. think Tyrone probably wants to work on the scramble up to his knees from there.
So Ryan's really got to beat that knee now, isn't he?
Yeah, needs to clear that knee line and get an underhook, but
step back.
Oh, nice. Okay, there was no real control of the knee line on that when he fell back.
Tyrone's fully locked in that body lock now. He's got to be careful, isn't he? Ryan's flat on his back. Needs to start making some space.
Yeah, and he's started to step over once again. I think Tyrone there wants to clear that other leg as well. If he can pin both of his legs up against that butterfly, he's going to make it real difficult for Ryan. Ryan's doing a good job of framing. He's got the underhook once again. Scooted out, nice and tight. Tyrone is a presence on top.
That's two sweeps we've seen from Ryan, actually. He seems to be quite good at getting, and there we are, we're into mount now.
He's doing a good job there. So those butterfly hooks Ryan's been fracking with has been nice. Tyrone needs to really start to try and compact his body in a bit tighter here, because he's spread fully out and you've got Ryan sinking his weight into him. Whether or not he can get a finish from here, I'm not quite sure. It looks like it's in his throat area.
The elbow's up, but the hand is inside, so he probably needs to keep working that through. But that's going to be a tricky one to finish. And Tyrone now should probably be circling those feet inside and hooking those hooks, giving himself some room to bridge. But Ryan's doing a great job here.
Yeah, he's keeping that mount nice and tight. His knees are down to the ground, pinched quite tight to Tyrone's side. I think Tyrone needs to start to move a bit, because he's going to get threatened with an arm, head and arm triangle here.
He's got that,
Yeah, Ryan's head is starting to drop down to the floor. He's going to look to tighten that up, get a squeeze. I'm not sure how tight it is, can't quite see from this side.
You can see Ryan's shoulders slightly higher than probably what it needs to be on this crossfired side face. But here we are, it's dropped lower now, here we go.
Yeah, once again, it needs to drop lower, get his head a bit lower too, I think.
And what do you think, Ryan? Like, obviously there's that head and arm, or you could always get the back, couldn't he? It's always an option.
Yeah, maybe in that position where he's so high, it might be worth going for a back take, but...
Ref just reset. Okay, so he's resetting into a pretty strong position here. Wouldn't be surprised if he sinks something in.
Centre of the mat as well. Good news is, we've got a nice clear view now. Okay, so
here we go.
Probably want to drop his head a bit lower. There we go. He's behind the
really good position now.
It's nice and tight there. He's in quite a good position. It looks like he's about to tap. There we go.
There we go. Ryan Leonard takes it from Newport MMA against Tyrone Tucker-Dixon.
It was a very good match by both of them. It was back and forth. Some nice top pressure by Tyrone, and actually some nice sweeps in the finish by Ryan.
I will be moving on to our second match now. We've got Lillian O'Leary versus Tuba, and this is a 64 kilo blue belt. And before we start, we've got our sponsor, Meraki Medicinal, an amazing provider of third-party tested and USP certified methanol blue. Head to Meraki Medical to check them out. Okay, so we've got Lillian and Tuba. So Lillian from Amos Martial Arts and Tuba from Newport MMA.
Tuba's taking quite a low stance there. It looks like maybe she's going to try and shoot. Okay, Lillian's matched her. Oh, okay, there's a shot. She's sprawled on.
Yeah, we've seen Tuba do a lot of training with sort of Mark Shipman from Newport MMA, so that wasn't no surprise there. But Lillian's got a very aggressive guard, so it'll be interesting to see how she works from this position.
Oh, she's cutting an angle straight away. She's either setting up a guillotine attempt there with a one arm.
Yeah, Tuba's got to be careful here. She's pressuring inwards, where she probably needs to create posture.
Yeah, she probably needs to get that head position a bit more central. There we go. Yeah. Nice. Tuba wants to focus a bit on her posture there. She keeps getting dragged down. I think Lillian's doing a good job of keeping her in a kind of zone of where she wants her to be.
Nice, she's starting to cut an angle now.
Yeah.
This is kind of where Lillian wants to be. She's got quite a dangerous guard, so she wanted to keep Tuba in this position.
She's got multiple options she can attack with from there. You know, Kimura, triangle, even attempt to take it back. It looks like she's trying to isolate the one arm through for a triangle attack.
Here we go, we locked up there. That's
and she's even, taken like a back figure four grip on it.
Oh, she sunk that in.
To a choke position.
Got that body triangle.
With a body
She's
triangle
locking that in.
quite tight. She's got a nice choke in there. Tuba is fighting.
Lillian is in deep here. She's feeding her hands deeper and deeper, but Tuba's got really good hand fighting there.
She's actually lost
and
the
she's
body
just
triangle.
got in.
Fair play to Tuba. That was very resilient of her. But once again, nice attack by Lillian there.
Lillian's still on that backside though, right, isn't she?
Yeah, she could easily come up maybe. Tuba's a bit off centre there. She probably wants to pull her arm back through her shoulder line. Look to square up a bit. Oh, nice. Excellent sweep. Come
Brilliant
up on top
sweep.
into the full mount. Nice and tight on top as well. She's got straight behind the head. Collected her arm as well.
So this would be interesting because Lillian's normally known for her guard, so it'd be interesting to see what she can do in top position here.
So she's flattening her out. She's threatening with an Ezekiel maybe, but she's giving that up.
Good scramble from Tuba, trying to get that position. Hopefully she stands back up now. Lillian's got the armbar, it's in.
She looks like she's pulling out.
Just
Yes,
got
she's
out.
pulled out. It's quite a nice position for Tuba. It looks like there's a bit of pressure on her arm there. Her arm's kind of trapped. Okay, the arm's free now. She's putting a bit of pressure, turning her spine away from her, which makes it a difficult position for Lillian to turn back into her and shrimp away. Tuba's got quite a strong position there. She's just
working
attacking
the
her
arm
far
there.
side, yeah.
Yeah, that far side arm seems fully extended now with Lillian. Can't quite see it on the camera. Lillian's bridging away and she's released her arm. There we are. Okay, so Tuba's into mount now.
She's still got a leg in like a kind of quarter guard position. I think she needs to clear it fully so she can get a full mount. I think she's still working to get it out. It's quite difficult to see that far side, but she's attacking the arm on the far side now. She sat back, and she locked up a triangle slash armbar attempt. Oh.
Yeah, that's in deep now, isn't it?
Yeah, she's just smashing the arm the other way. I don't really like reverse kind of Kimura position. I think maybe you call it. I don't know. She's just grabbing someone's arm and yanking it the other way, but it looks quite painful.
She's got to be careful with her posture though. Lillian seems to be stacking her slightly.
Yeah, and they just rolled kind of out of bounds. They're being pushed back central by the referee. So it'll be interesting to see how this restarts now in the centre where there's kind of lots of space to reset from.
Yeah, it's in pretty deep there. I think Lillian's going to try and get that arm back outside and then hopefully stack. We'll see now. Tuba's in a strong position there, underhooking the leg.
Yeah, she's taken her base away. She's taken Lillian's base away. Lillian is in a difficult position there. She's having to fight back. She's chasing. Tuba's doing a good job there. She's got that triangle position quite deep. Her foot is locked up straight behind the knee.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. She's holding her own foot, keeping that tension on it, which is probably adding to the pressure quite a lot.
Yeah. Well, Lillian looks like she's trying to control the other arm to avoid her coming back. Oh, so Tuba's got that now. She's locked that up. But the arm is still in. She needs to go under deep that side. Clear that arm across normally. But, you know, sometimes people can get it without actually bringing the other arm across to the other side. Depends how deep and strong it is, really. Okay, so we've rolled.
She's rolled now. Lillian's got to careful of that arm bar.
Yeah, she's belly down.
Oh, but she's rolling out.
Lillian's arm is in the
Oh, what a great save from Lillian there. Can you see that? The arm's no longer threatened, and she can start threatening by getting on top, and there we go. She's out of there. What grit and determination from Lillian then. That triangle was in deep, and now she's out. She'll probably have a little bit of composure, a bit of reset now. She's on top.
Truba seems to be grabbing the foot here. It looks like she's giving it a bit of a crank, but I don't think there's really much control on
Lillian's building to something here. Here we go.
Lillian
Sitting
sat
straight
back and attacked a foot entanglement, a leg entanglement herself. Looks like, I don't know, maybe she's going to go for a knee bar or
yeah, it looks
look
like
to take the back. Oh, nice. Oh, it's quite nice. But I think she's maybe a little too high above the knee. She needs to be a bit further down, a bit closer to Tuba's. Nice, she got it.
Finish.
Fair play to Lillian. Excellent finish. Nice transition. And once again, another great back and forth match between both competitors.
That was a brilliant match. So Lillian O'Leary takes that win from Amos Martial Arts. And we got Lewis Kinsella of Shaw Martial Arts and Jack Whitburn of Wiltshire Grappling up next, 95 kilograms, blue belt. We got our third sponsor, Submission Sensei, the world's first AI grappling coach. It's both instruction and feedback. Check them out, they're on the App Store right now. I've downloaded this myself and it's actually a really good tool. You can film your training and give you feedback. Okay, we got the next match. So we've got two strong competitors here. Heavy head fight in there with both of them. Good underhook there.
Looks like Lewis is looking to drive him at an angle. He's got an arm across to the hip. Strong kind of underhook position. Oh, and his opponent is got a nice sweep, and then wow, what a counter.
Really good step over them. That classic from the Uchimata and stepping over to counteract it.
That was some very exciting takedown offense and defense there. I was actually surprised by how quick he countered that. You know, I normally don't think judo works, and obviously he thinks the same by being able to counter that so quickly.
Nice, good single there.
Yeah, he needs to square up a bit. He's still countering. Okay, he's managed to get him down.
Yeah, he sort of tipped backwards on that, didn't he?
Yeah,
sort of roll
he's
into
fallen into a kind of guillotine attempt, but I think he's maybe just holding that so he can try and get to mount, maybe. So Jack is just trying to...
Is he trying to feed maybe a Darce type position? You can see the hands both threaded through.
It looks it, but I think Lewis has got that underhook there, so he's making it a little difficult for him.
Yeah. Here we go. He's opened back up now.
Oh, okay. Jack is putting a bit of hand in his face, a bit of palm. Okay, Jack needs to work to clear that knee line, whereas Lewis from there just needs to really work to scramble up from there. He's got that underhook, quite strong.
Ryan, one of your favourites, deep half he's starting to get into.
Yeah, he's going to deep half. I mean, always happy to give seminars. Oh,
there we go.
Wow. Excellent submission. But I think so far that was a submission of the day for me. That was amazing.
Yeah, and we've got Soul Taker Fightwear, who's provided a £250 submission of the day bonus for both the prelims and the main card, so that could be one of those contenders.
Definitely, that was very sexy.
There we go, we just got confirmation from Lewis. That was the ham sandwich finish.
We're not calling it that. That is strictly haram. We call it the turkey sandwich.
There we go.
Halal turkey, of course.
So we couldn't quite see what that was from that position. It was deep half, but then he looked like attacked the foot. So, yeah, it was called the ham sandwich. Up next, we've got Marcus Ludlow and Joe Jones. We've got Marcus from Nexus and Joe from Empire MMA. Not sure what it is. Like I said earlier, we've got the submission of the day bonus, 250 for both prelims and the main event. So the guys will be looking. We're going to move on for now, just before Joe appears. So we've got Reese Richardson and Isaiah Cave. Reese training out of Amos and Parry, and we've got Isaiah from RGA Bristol. So this will be a great match.
Both young competitors here, so should be exciting, fast-paced match here.
Yeah, and both quite regular competitors as well, so they'll be used to this this format.
Yeah, Isaiah looks like he's got a bit of a size difference in terms of height. Reese is quite a stocky guy himself, so yeah, let's see how this one goes. They look like they're just trying to figure one another out on the feet. Reese maybe looks like he's trying to snap him down a bit, maybe get in on the takedown. So yeah, let's see how this ends up.
And yeah, just feeling each other out, both trying to get that collar tie. Reese fishing for that underhook.
Still kind of facing off with one another. Both are kind of square with one another, really. Reese is reaching a little. Isaiah's leaning into him. I think he's looking for more of an arm drag, Isaiah. Whereas Reese is looking for a kind of takedown, I think, there. He's trying to get inside, snap the head down.
And you'll sometimes see this, right? You know, they're trying to feel each other out, maybe trying to wear each other down a little bit, but also getting warm as well themselves, trying to feel it out. There we go. It's a lovely little underhook. Almost had the back take there. Almost threw him by.
He's looking quite dangerous off those arm drags and just going under in general from that kind of tie-up position, Isaiah is. Oh, excellent. Nice takedown there by Reese.
And Reese is a dominant position now. He's got to watch that De La Riva coming from the outside. You can see Isaiah's got that ankle. Oh, and he's got a shoulder crunch now.
Reese really needs to watch that front leg that Isaiah seems to have a nice grip on. He's playing with his legs. Oh, excellent. Good work by Reese there. He's got a body lock. Oh, now he's got countered. And it looks like there's a guillotine.
It's a guillotine. It's in pretty deep, actually. He's rolled out of it quite well, though.
Switching it up there. Not sure if he's going to a kind of dance position or trying to anyway. Reese is kind of stuffed it halfway through, and now we've ended up in top with Isaiah in north-south there. Reese seems to be bridging up off the floor. Interesting. It's, I can always remember Gangrel, the WWE vampire wrestler who used to do that in Paler. I'm not sure if that's legal in this competition. What do you guys think?
Well, Reese is a tough competitor. He's always trying to fight to get on top. So you can see he's trying to frame out now, make that space, and then he'll attempt to try and get back up.
Yeah. It's making it difficult for him, definitely. He's not just laying there. He's got his hands on his hips. He's trying to create that bridge. He's trying to create the space. And even his feet, you could see there's a bit of spring ready to go. Oh,
and Isaiah there just looked for a Kimura grip. So here we go. It's there again. He was looking for it, but he's ended up on knee on belly.
He's transitioning side to side on knee on belly.
Oh, and a lovely sweep there.
Guys, I might have to stop commentating because every time I give a play-by-play, the other guy switches it, so I'm not sure if I'm cursing him here.
Isaiah seems quite confident in that guard position. Reese doing a good job of stripping the grips, making sure the foot's staying off him, but Isaiah's got that grip deep on that ankle. He's got to be careful now, put weight into that foot, and he's gone belly down now, so Reese has got to be careful. Isaiah's on this. He's belly down now. He's cranking on that foot position. He's got that classic footlock position. Reese is hand fighting really well.
Quite tight on that, but Reese has come up on top.
Yeah, you can see Isaiah was opening up there, but it didn't seem to be on for Reese. So I don't think the foot's deep enough, but he's starting to rotate now.
Yeah, if I was Reese, maybe I would try and triangle my legs there and put a bit of pressure on. Oh, okay, that's nice.
Lovely. Reese ended up in a leg drag position. Knee on belly.
Yeah, knee on belly. Sorry, ignore me. Oh, could he threaten with a Darcy maybe?
Yeah, and he has. That's right. Working
Knee
through.
on belly again. Okay, he's threatening with his legs every time he comes around.
And Isaiah seems confident there. He spun through and he's ended up in that 50-50 style position. He's got that ankle again. But Reese has got his own heel hook from the top. That'd be interesting to see. He's cranking on it himself.
I'm not sure if Isaiah's leg was giving him a bit of leverage there to actually protect himself. He's okay, so now he's fallen back.
He's got that deep shotgun grip now on that leg. It looks a lot tighter than the first time round.
Okay, Reese is trying to step through. He looks like he's going to sit back too. This is a real Texan shootout here. That's in honour of Chuck Norris, who passed away yesterday.
And he's done another good job of getting out that footlock position. Now he's in that headquarters style. Isaiah seems comfortable on the guard position.
It's quite an open guard, when you say. It's quite fluid. It's not set.
Yeah, he's going between sort of that reverse De La Hiva position. Well, Reese has dived now onto a leg himself.
I think they're scrambling. Isaiah's trying to long step out to sit back. Okay, so he's turning. Okay, Reese has got control there. Isaiah's jumping on the leg himself, his foot.
And Reese, he's rolling, but Isaiah is rolling out of it. It's getting sort of weaker every time he does a roll.
Yeah, I mean, lots of these times on these rolls, it looks like the calf slicer is available from behind. I don't know if people tend to just go for heel hooks.
And Isaiah's coach just called then the foot was on the hip line ready for a heel hook. So maybe that's something he'll be looking for. Isaiah back on top now. But Reese scrambling really well. Back into north-south for Isaiah. Now, first time round, he was looking for that Kimura grip, so it'd be interesting to know what he decides to go from here. Knee on belly.
Okay, he's isolated that arm far side, but once again, Reese keeps moving. His movements are really good. Every time he's on the floor, he keeps moving, so he doesn't get isolated. But Isaiah is doing a really good job here.
Scramble from Turtle to Reese.
Yeah.
But Isaiah's looking, he's shooting through with that anaconda.
Yeah, Isaiah's got good top pressure.
He's kind of maintained him in north-south, Ryan. It's been quite interesting, actually. He hasn't advanced knee on belly to the mount. He's actually wanted to sort of tire Reese out from that north-south position, which is a tricky spot to get out of.
Yeah, I think every time he tends to come back around, it seems like Reese has been scrambling out. So I think he's done a good bit of a strategic improvisation there of holding him north-south. He's tied him out a bit. Now he's moving back into kind of a knee on belly, looking for a mount position. Controlling the hips.
And yeah, we've seen it again. There we are. Go straight from that knee on belly back to north-south. And that's time. Really good match, back and forth.
That was really good.
So it's going to be a decision. And he's called it Isaiah.
Well done to Isaiah. It was a very good effort there from Reese as well.
Yeah, I think he should, even though didn't take the win that time, he should be chuffed with the performance.
Yeah,
but Isaiah did a good job. He stayed on top, maintained throughout.
Yeah, really good work from both. Referee looks like he's had a few protein shakes over there.
So we've got Torin Riddick and Kai O'Shea up next. So Torin from Newport MMA and Kai from U Grapple. So this is a good one. You've got some younger competitors here. Both have been on the teen circuit themselves and years of competing under their belt.
Yes, please. I know I missed Torin.
Loving the simplicity of Kai's kit there. Rocking that nice green classic Under Armour. I rate that.
And Torin almost the opposite.
Yeah, Torin looking like he's a football team. Sponsorship galore.
Yeah, so like I said, both these competitors have sort of years under their belt competing, so it'll be a really interesting matchup. We've seen Torin sort of try some MMA over the last few years, so I expect Torin to sort of take top position in this if he can. Here we go, shooting straight away. Got to be careful though, that head was very exposed then.
Yeah.
And Kai's got some amazing training partners at U Grapple. We've got Bryn there, and the rest of the team. So Torin's got to be careful of shooting in there with that head exposed.
Torin still looks like he's going to try and give a shot though there. Kai's mixing it up a bit with some foot sweep attempts. I think he's just trying to kind of get a read really on what exactly Torin is going for. Torin's looking like he's trying to still set up that takedown.
Yeah, he's got to sort of maybe set it up with something beforehand because it does seem quite obvious at the moment. He knows he wants that shot.
Yeah.
So maybe it's something Kai's aware of. But they're stripping grips. He's sort of, again, feeling each other out. Attempted an arm drag there, so maybe that's something Torin's looking to do as well. There we go.
Grabbed a single. Kai, once again, he did a great job of shaking that leg out. It's looking like he's trying to clamp down on the shoulder there, but, you know, Torin's pretty strong in that clinch position. Oh, nice. He looks like he's trying to jump an armbar there. Okay, he's inverted. He's trying to lock up his guard whilst Kai's trying to pressure around. Kai's gone straight for kind of a dart position there. It looks like he's trying to get that in. But Torin has managed to lock up the legs into half, which has slowed him down a little. But you know, you can still get it from there. Depends how long your arms are and how strong your squeeze are. Oh, wow, excellent. Brilliant. Real tight submission there from Kai. Yeah,
it was fantastic.
Yeah.
As soon as he had that head exposed, he went for it. It was a good win from Kai.
Excellent work.
Okay, so next up we've got Tyler James and Callum Lovett. Tyler from RGA Bristol and Callum from Aries Jiu-Jitsu. And again, just to remind everyone, we've got Soul Taker Fightwear is doing a £250 submission of the day bonus for both prelims and the main event. So we've just had a pretty good DARS submission there. We had that ham sandwich earlier on. So it'll be interesting to see. These guys seem like they're all trying to hunt for that submission to get that bonus. And our other sponsor, we got Meraki Medicinal, an amazing provider of third-party tested, certified methylene blue. So head to Meraki Medical and MerakiMedicinal.com to check them out. And then the final sponsor for today was Submission Sensei. It's the world's first AI grappling coach for both instruction and feedback. Check them out, they're on the app stores now. Yeah. Okay, just waiting for the competitors to line up.
Callum looking pretty stacked. His weight class. We're just waiting for Tyler to come out now. I think they're just calling him. He is in a warm-up area, I believe.
And how have you found it so far, right? We've had a few submissions. Pretty good back and forth, actually. They've been quite evenly matched. That's what I thought has been the main thing. There's no been sort of someone who stood out, obviously dominated a position. Quite good back and forth scrambles.
Yeah, no, what I've really enjoyed has been a lot of these submissions have been almost out of the blue in the sense of it's been very back and forth, and they've snatched them and that's what you like to see. You know, sometimes you don't want to see squash matches the entire time. You know, because back when I was competing before I retired, you know, most of the time I was just putting cricket scores on people, and it got quite boring. You know, what we're seeing here is very back and forth, and it's really exciting. So yeah, pleasure to see. Great matchmaking by the head of Jits Pro League. So it's a really good event so far.
Yeah, and obviously this is the prelims at the moment. We've got the team event later on, where we've got teams competing against each other, 3 different weight divisions, all competing against each team, and then moving on to the next. So it's going to be really exciting. We've got £160, £185, £210 for each match. And we've got, for those team matches later on, we've got Craig Ewers, we've got CTC, we've got Cwmbran, and we've got Bettws Malpas BJJ. So I'm still waiting there. We'll hear from Alex, who's been the organiser for the event of Jits Pro. We'll see what's going on. So he's taking a step out, so maybe they'll do that match a little bit later on. Yeah. And yeah, up next we're potentially going to have Rich McCann and Aneko Ragwan Hernandez. Give it 2 seconds. That's okay. So just making sure everyone's lined up, ready to go. They've got a few people in the warm-up area here at Newport MMA today. The teams have already arrived. They're all starting to warm up for the event later on.
Waiting for a bit of a reshuffle here with some of the card. I think just to wait for people to get ready.
Yeah, you can't see it on the camera, but we've got a load of people in the warm-up area to the left of us. They're all getting ready for the main event later on. And just while we're waiting, we'll go through the sponsors today. We've got Soul Taker Fightwear, we've got Meraki Medicinal, and we've got Submission Sensei.
Really looking forward to the team event later on. That's going to be a good one. We've got 4 different teams in that. So we've got Bettws Malpas BJJ. We've got Craig Ewers Academy from Cardiff. We've got Combat Training Centre, I think they're from Rondaway. And Cwmbran BJJ. So
quite a local event actually, isn't it? We've got I believe another event later on in the year, but this will be a good one. We've got a few people we know at high level. They compete quite a lot, so I'm sure we're going to see some good things. We've got some people who've competed before at the event, and they're now in the team event. Yep. Yep. Okay, so we're just going to move the schedule slightly. We've got Marcus Ludlow and Joe Jones up next. Marcus from Nexus BJJ and Joe Jones from Empire MMA. So they're just getting the guys ready, and we'll be back shortly. RG Crystal. Okay, yeah, we got the next matchup now. They're bringing the competitors onto the mat. Yep, so we got Marcus Ludlow, Joe Jones, Marcus from Nexus BJJ, and Joe from Empire MMA. Straight into the action there. So we've got Marcus on top and Joe on the bottom there. Both hand fighting for a position there. Going inverted through there, almost trying to get a false reap type situation. There we go, locking on the legs, reverse close guard, you don't see this too often. Owen Jones quite popularised this technique, so it'd be interesting to see if it's something he specialises in.
Yeah, he's inverted there. He's on top. I'm not sure if he's trying to grab a foot there.
Yeah, Marcus certainly searching for something there.
Yeah, it's a little difficult to see with him underneath. I think
it's one of those positions though, isn't it?
Or something from underneath, but it's quite difficult to actually latch up from there, I think.
If you're not used to that position, that reverse close guard, it's an odd one to be.
Heel. It's a heel.
Heel hooks there. He's out. And there we go, he's got what he wanted. A great sub, but certainly you could see that was something he was looking for straight away.
Yeah. Was that the quickest of the day?
Probably the quickest submission of the day so far, I think.
Just before the halal ham sandwich.
Yeah.
The Turkey ham sandwich.
That was really interesting. You don't see people going for a reverse close guard often. It was almost like he'd been training that position because he went straight for the legs as soon as he got it, and ended up with a heel hook.
And that heel hook position from there was very interesting. Yeah.
And it's a tricky one, that, because it's not a position the defender is in a lot either, so it's quite an odd position to end up in. But yeah, quite a quick match. I'll just remind everyone of the sponsors today. We've got Soul Taker Fightwear, who have provided £250 submission of the day bonus for both prelims and main card. Check out Soul Taker Fightwear and some of the apparel they've got. Then we've got Meraki Medicinal, an amazing provider of third-party tested and USP certified methylene blue. Head to Meraki Medicinal, that's MERAKI medicinal.com to check them out. Okay, so this is going to be a really interesting one. We've got two competitors who are well known on the circuit. We've got Rich McCann and Eneko Ragwan Hernandez. Both have been in quite big super fights before in the past themselves, on many different events. So I'm sure it's one people are looking forward to.
Yeah, lighter weights, both of these guys, but yeah, definitely an interesting one. I think there's a bit of an age disparity here. I think Rich is a bit older.
Yeah, Rich is in Masters.
Unless he's had a hard life. And then, yeah, his opponent is a lot younger. Maybe 19, 20, something like that. He looks quite early 20s.
And I was just about to say, Rich is known for that, pulling of the guard, getting into his game that he wants. Something he's been working on. You see it often in the local competitions.
He's very quick. And he's straight away. He's looking like he's trying to isolate that far side arm. Well, his opponent is doing a great job of keeping the pressure quite heavy. Yeah,
Eneko's doing a great job there. You can see Rich is going straight for it, but Eneko is staying calm.
Yeah, Eneko has almost got him in an old school pin.
Yeah, it was wrestling style pin there, wasn't it?
I do quite like that position, but Rich is threatening with like a kind of a reverse triangle into a sweep. Now he's grabbing the Kimura. He's very quick, Rich.
Yeah, he's got a Kimura grip
Yeah.
right there on top.
Could he maybe get a back take from here?
His back is exposed right now, you can see it.
Yeah, you know, his knee is almost under there as well, but, you know, I guess he's kind of more focused on trying to get that arm there. Okay, he's dropped to north-south and he's keeping a bit of pressure on. Still got that arm isolated though, it looks like. Could even set up like a kind of dart attack from here.
Yeah, and although that Rich is sort of quite well known for getting to that guard position, it looks like he wants to stay on top, stay in this north-south, pressuring Aneko. Aneko's got a really good guard though, and there we are, straight out from Aneko. Rich's got to be careful now because Aneko is known for some vicious leg locks. He's already there, he's got him into that saddle-style position. And Rich has got to be careful that he's going to invert over and expose the leg. Rich doing a good job there, separating the legs out, keeping them off his body. Again, Aneko straight through, backside 50-50, rolling through. Yeah, knee bars there, and the heel's right up on his neck now, so he's got to be careful. A full body rotation could act like a heel hook. And, you know, it's a position, Rich being a blue belt, often in the local scene, has got to be careful of these heel hooks, not something he's probably as used to. And Aneko seems very comfortable in this leg position.
Yeah. So he's got his legs quite
Oh, jeez. And that was a bit of a pop there.
Yeah, quite a nasty crack. Excellent finish from Aneko.
Yeah, that must be like a Z-lock position, and you've got to be so careful with those positions. They come on so quick. And you barely feel it as well.
Yeah, definitely. Once again, very nice finish. I feel like we're being spoilt today.
We've had a lot of subs today.
And a lot of different... yeah, we've even got our tech guy over here even saying how gross that pop was.
Yes, that Z-lock position, it's notorious for popping legs. It's not on, and then you think you can eat it, and then they just crank and it goes. Really good display of technique, though, from Aneko.
So...
See you, Jake.
I went in happening. So you probably want to get warmed up.
Yeah, I'll just...
At least pretend you're warming up.
Yeah. Now, it was a really good match, and you can imagine, you know, those guys, both good competitors, they'll be back at it. They'll be looking, maybe in the future, going against each other again, you never know. We do have future team events potentially happen in Jits Pro, so we might see both competitors back there.
Fasting anyway.
No, I'm good. Thank you. We've got a few more prelims happening before we get to the main team event. I'm going to jump in on the mats shortly, maybe the one after next, against Ashley Johnson. We've got Jake Moody from Newport MMA, Gavin Lewis from Dragons. And then one of the final matches, we've got Tom Kopinski versus Nick Morris, the last of the prelims, brown belts. That'll be a great match. We've got Tom from T-Grapple and Nick from Blaenavon. Okay, so the next match we've got is Callum Tuberfield and Ryan Edwards. Callum from Empire MMA and Ryan from Shore MMA. The guys are just getting themselves warmed up, ready to go, and we'll be back to the action.
He's refusing to warm up.
Okay, next matchup. So we've got Callum in the black top, and we've got Ryan in the mixed sort of golden and black top. Callum found out of Empire MMA and Ryan from Shore MMA. Both clubs known for a good heavy top pressure style, so it'd be interesting to see what these guys both do today.
All very big lads. Collar tie up straight away.
Interesting. Ryan sort of electing to go for sort of an underhook there and then backing off a little bit. Bit of head to head. A little bit of a head clash there, got to be careful. But strong grips from both of them. They both want to get to that dominant grip position. Oh, and almost an attempt to lock up the head there. Strong head position there from Callum.
Looks like they're looking for 2-on-1, both of them. Ooh, nice, switched around.
Yeah, lovely outside trip there.
Yeah, excellent. Looks like he's pressuring for a bit of a takedown here.
Yeah, entering that smash pass position, flatten those knees, get them to the floor. Ryan's got to get his knee high, get space. There we go, he did a good job there of getting some space into the knee shield position now. Both looking for the underhook positions, each of their own.
He's trying to grab that elbow and drive it up, so he's, oh, there we go. Really needs to clear that kind of knee shield position. But he's got to be careful. If he oversteps, you know, sometimes people can enter a leg entanglement from there. Looks quite comfortable on the bottom with that knee shield, and both quite quick, you know, for bigger guys.
Yeah, we're in that sort of headquarters position now. Back into half guard position. But Callum's got that underhook, and he's doing a great job. Ryan's there kind of clearing the space, keeping his distance, not letting him get too close, not letting him flatten him out. He's on his side. Here we go, and kicks out again to make that space.
He's playing behind the back of his leg. Okay, and he's dropped down nice and heavy there.
Nice bit of footwork from Callum. You can see he's staying on top. He's sweeping side to
Yeah.
side.
Oh.
The guys almost went out of bounds there.
Felt like ADCC finals then, except we got no tables to go through.
Okay, back in the centre. Good head snap there from Ryan. It's quite interesting. Ryan and Callum kind of a similar style in the way, both looking to collar tie, both looking to 2-on-1 grip.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's almost kind of a stalemate on this position. In the first exchange, it was only when
We had Callum do that outside trip, didn't we? Yeah.
Sorry, hit that outside trip on Ryan, and that was a real difference maker there. So,
and you do wonder, is Ryan going to sort of, does that make him second guess a little bit? Is he backing up to be a bit more defensive? But he's got a lovely overhook there.
Yeah, and he's very strong. He's driving him back. But once again, they're both very kind of at loggerheads here.
Yeah, head to head. We need someone to cut an angle now. Somebody wants to get at least one of their heads on the side of each other's head and start making things happen from that position.
I always think it's just like a little simple head adjustment. You can kind of drive them quite far with it.
We got two hands on the back of the head there. It's going to be weighing down heavily on Ryan there. Maybe just going to tire him out a little bit, but stripped off from Ryan there. Called from the corner there. It's been about 3 minutes. They want somebody to work. Again, that double hands on the head, heavy pressure. It's going to tire him out over time, but they haven't got too much longer to work. About 3 minutes left.
That is the thing for some of these bigger guys. In these sub-only events, by the time they wear one another down, the time they have eaten significantly into the time period they've got.
I don't expect there to be any type of guard pull, but these guys are both hunched up quite a lot. You can imagine a snap down could occur here.
Yeah.
They're both staying quite strong to each other, connected to each other. They're almost matching each other, sort of head to head, collar tie to collar tie.
Bicep to bicep.
Yeah, it's kind of this same thing. One of them needs to create some type of angle.
Someone should pull half guard.
I doubt we're going to see any guard pulling from these two, that's for sure. Oh, nice outside trip again. See, again, it was there. That's twice now we've seen that attempt, which is on the pull. The left leg steps forward, and that outside trip is there.
Yeah, definitely. And when he threatens with it, it does create a bit of a. Oh, they're both walking away from one another. Yeah.
Bit of composure.
Yeah. I think they both are starting to tire a bit. It's been a long time where they both, it's two juggernauts going at one another. I always think it was under the elbows as well. There's a flying knee there, Vanderlei Silva.
And Callum, the sort of 3 times we've seen that outside trip is certainly something. Oh, and Ryan went for the shot.
It's kind of telegraphed though, I think. It was, obviously both are tired, so it's difficult to kind of disguise them. It's got the overhook. Whoa! Oh.
I mean, fair play to Ryan, went for something there.
Yeah, definitely. With that overhook, he seems to do quite well. And, he's comfortable from this knee shield position. Just needs to kind of work because there's not much time left. I think we've got like a minute left, maybe a minute and 10, something like that. It's.
And Callum trying to push the knee away there instead of forcing and trying to push through it. See if he'll step over now. There we go. Not a bad attempt there, stepping over the knee, and we've passed the guard there. Good attempt by Callum.
This is a very good match.
Here we are. Ryan's starting to get to the back now. Isolating an arm of some type. He's got that inside position.
He's doing a great job here. Yeah, if he can get just a couple of hooks in, he finishes the round strong. If he at least can't get a finish,
And that's the thing. If there's no submission, it goes to a referee's decision.
Just finish strong, isn't it?
Top position does score favourably for the decision maker.
Okay, he's come back to full mount. We're almost. I think we've got 20 seconds left. If you can finish in this position, at least threaten him with something, it's going to do well in terms of judges' decisions.
Nice S-mount position there. He's going to be trying. You can see he's isolating that arm. Probably going to do a chair sit to get to that back position.
Just go for something at this point, right? Just try and squeeze, yank on something. He's hit the takedowns. He's just leave a good impression, right?
Resetting the position. Won't be long left now.
Probably about to hit time shortly.
And Callum had that S-mount position. You wonder he's going to get to that and attempt something. We'll see now. Here we go. As he turns away, he'll get into that S-mount. He's got an arm bar attempt going, and the time's gone.
Guys, different match there compared to the others. Two juggernauts going at it. But once again, it was still good to watch. For different reasons. Good decision win there. But yeah, both good performances.
So next up, we're going to have Jake Moody and Gavin Lewis. Jake from Newport MMA and Gavin from Dragons Academy.
And really, my commentary co-partner should be getting ready for his match right now. I don't know what other people would think is normal, if you're about to compete, but...
I am going to step away from the mic for 5 minutes and get myself warmed up, and I'll see you guys in a bit.
Sorry, guys. I had to pressure him into that because otherwise he wouldn't have done it, He's the most relaxed guy in the world. He'll be walking his baby and then he'll just jump onto the mat like it's nothing. Exactly. Just even our tech guy Andrew didn't even know he was competing because he was that calm and collected. So we're just waiting now in the warm-up area. I think Alex, who's running the show, is looking to get the competitors on. But yeah, just once again, just a quick rundown. Thanks to our sponsor, Soul Taker Fightwear. They provided £250 for submission of a day bonus for both prelims and the main card. Thanks to Meraki Medicinal, amazing provider of third-party testing and a USP certified methylene blue. Head to merakimedicinal.com to check them out. And thanks to our sponsor, Submission Sensei, the world's very first AI grappling coach, providing both instruction and feedback. Check them out on the app stores now. We've got Gavin Lewis, I believe, from Dragons Academy. Just waiting to go now, and we're waiting for Jake Moody. He's just walked onto the mats from Newport MMA. Both lighter guys, once again. I think they're kind of around the lightweight. Yeah, I think they're around the 70, 76 kilo mark. So yeah, should be a fast-paced match here. Jake go in for the kind of collar ties first of all. Gavin doing a good job keeping a bit of distance. Jake maybe trying to work some arm drags there, but once again, Gavin's done excellent shot, brilliant shot by Jake Moody. Okay, Gavin's come around the back, got an interesting position, looks like some weird octopus kind of style stuff, and he's almost getting a back take there. His coach is very animated in his corner. Jake really needs to work not to let that second hook get in, or he's in a bit of a tough spot there, and he will be quite moody. Sorry for the pun there. Probably shouldn't be allowed in front of the microphone. Okay, he's done a good job there. Gavin's still hanging around his back, looking with a seatbelt position, but there's no hooks in. Jake really needs to take advantage of this, maybe stand or scramble or just kind of initiate something before he can get those hooks back in again, you know? Okay, Gavin's putting a bit of pressure on. Jake is working to scramble. Good job there. But Gavin's gone straight to north-south, keeping a bit of pressure on him there. Okay, Jake scrambled up again to his knees. He's left a bit of a gap though, and Gavin's going to work to take the back. Jake needs to scramble up. Okay, he's kind of done that, but he's still led flat. He's trying to block Gavin, but Gavin's doing quite a good job of coming around to the side. Jake's trying to lock up full guard, but it's a little difficult, and he's come up on top. Great work by Jake there. He's got to use that head really to drive him back down, maybe knee cut. Okay, excellent. He's moved to side, body lock control. Gavin needs to kind of shrimp out now, otherwise he's going to get pinned there. It's kind of a difficult position to be in from there. Jake keeping the pressure applied to him from top side, doing a good job. Jake answering the telephone, or whatever you call it. He's got a bit of an old school schoolboy headlock here. I'm not convinced on those positions because this happens. You know, the opponent can threaten the back from there. And you know, they can threaten crucifix as well, which once again, it's not really a nice position to be in. Much better off getting that underhook when you're on top, but you know, each grappler is different in their own approach and their own style. Gavin is working to get an arm under Jake's chin here, to threaten with a strangulation. But you know, he hasn't got his hooks in as such. He's just kind of got this crucifix, reverse crucifix kind of position on Jake. Jake's fighting to stop that arm coming up and connecting. So, no, We are doing something there. He's gone a little red in the face, Jake, though. I'm not sure how tight that is. It's looking a little tight, but he's managed to turn his chin. Great job by Jake, and he's dropped his chin. He's fighting back. Excellent work by Jake. But Gavin's kept him pinned down, and he's done a good job. But he's threatening with a dast there, but he probably... Oh, nice sweep by Jake. Probably should have got the underhook there. You know, sometimes better safer than sorry, as they say. Okay. Jake trying to... Okay, so he's pinned both legs in. He's got to watch that arm, because Gavin looks like he's trying to wrap up a Kimura and sweep from there. Okay, he's still got a kind of Kimura grip there. Whether he rips away or not, I don't know. Or if he just comes up on top to mount. Okay, so he switched to get the underhook, and he's coming up to mount position. Well, he's not mount, sorry. It's top half. But Jake is doing a good job. He's scrambled up. He's got the underhook. He's using that to switch now to like a kind of single and reset on top of him. Good work by Jake. Gavin needs to keep moving. He can't afford to flatten. The ref is stopping. I think they're going to move him into the centre of the map there. Jake's knee cut out. He needs to really drop his weight a bit. Okay, and he's got swept as he was moving to mount. He's done a good job there of locking up a kind of triangle position. He needs to really normally clear the arm across. He's probably wants to clear the arm across. Gavin is pulling back. He's resisting. No, maybe he could just come up on top here and threaten for mount, but his coach is calling for a wrist lock, and he's jamming on that. It looked like he tapped. He did. I think Gavin almost did a Chael Son in there. But it's a good job the ref stopped that. He almost had a ghost tap. But, it's natural sometimes in these situations. It was a good match by both of them. Really, really good work. Gavin was impressive, with some of the back takes and stuff there. And, Jake did well to come back because he was in some sticky situations. That crucifix Gavin had him locked up in was nice. And John's about to go on, so I'm going to bounce.
Hello, so we're back for John Shand versus Ashley Johnson. John is our commentator, but he's taking a short break to try and wreck someone up. Hi, John. And here we go. So, John is generally a guard player. It's unlikely he's going to wrestle too much. So if you do see him starting to work for collar ties, he's generally just going to be trying to get closer so he can pull guard. There we go. Now he's got where he wants to be. So Ashley's doing a good job of shutting down that butterfly hook on the left-hand side. Rather than letting it come inside his hip, he's basically keeping it under a bicep and then keeping his hand wrapped around that back of his calf. John's obviously working to set up a triangle choke now, but Ashley's keeping really tight to him and keeping a lot of pressure on that shin. That's going to prevent that left leg from pummeling over the top. Looks like John might be switching things up now. Here we go, he's trying to sweep him to the left. Looks like he might be looking for some back exposure. So he went for the back, but obviously he has to bail out to try and come up on top instead. Ashley doing a great job there of staying safe and making sure that he doesn't lose position. Nice pass attempt by Ashley. Just sort of bundled him over there, managed to get double unders and rolled him through. Even though he doesn't score the pass, it doesn't really matter too much because the main thing we prioritize is submission attempts above all else. So, getting that back exposure is actually kind of beneficial. If he can roll someone over and they turtle from the pass attempt, then he's actually probably closer to a decent submission attempt than he would be if John had actually sort of accepted the pass. Here we go, see, so Ashley's rolled through, taken the back. He's got one hook in and his second hook's looking to trap an arm. Nice defense by John. But again, see, he's turtling. He's used to those rule sets where they're going to reward you for securing the pass. Because really, if you are hunting the submission above all else, then turtling isn't necessarily going to be the best idea. Not if you're not able to wrestle up very, very quickly. And I think for John specifically, where he is more of a guard player, his strength's probably going to lie in trying to re-guard, as you can see here, rather than trying to wrestle up. And Ashley, especially from Grizzly Grapplers, they're both purple belts, so I mean they're both very experienced. But Ashley in particular, as you can see, he's got really, really good top pressure, really good positioning. There we go. He's rolled through again, got one hook again, and he's using that handcuff to try and trap an arm. Oh, so he's sort of working on the rear naked choke, but he hasn't managed to stay on top. Our referee Wayne's just going to reset them now. Here we go. So now he's working from closed guard. You're probably going to see the action slow a little bit because they were scrambling quite hard now up until now. But once they're in closed guard, obviously, especially with Ashley's got that figure four, that's really like committing to the position. He's going to need to unlock that and then open his guard to start trying to sweep or attack the upper body. And he's really sort of committed to the upper body from this position as well, because he's not going to be able to reach through and attack the legs, like underhook a leg, unless he unlocks his legs. So that's one thing I think you're going to notice now, that Ashley's going to have to undo those legs in order to start threatening John, especially where John's starting to stand up now. That's kind of like key time that you'd want to start attacking the legs. Oh. See, he's opened his legs now, trying to look for the triangle choke. I'm not sure if he stuffed that arm all the way through. I think John might have like just a hand inside. Yeah, he's just got his hand inside, shutting that down. So it's really good awareness there to like stay safe. But ultimately, he is still on the defensive, and he's going to have to deal with this in order to then start threatening the pass. Or here we go. So John's opened the triangle now, and he's starting to put his knee through. But Ashley's got that Kimura grip, so he's really either going to try and sweep John. It's unlikely he goes for the finish. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Here we go. He's setting it up for the armbar. Lovely, nice transition. Here we go. And the tap. Lovely work from Ashley there. Got the tap fairly quickly, only about halfway through the match. Brilliant work, really. I'm going to go award John his medal, and John will be back to commentate now.
Guys, are we going to rip John when we get back to the commentary booth? This is what happens when you spend 2 minutes to warm up, John. No, it was a good match. Opponent was good. He had some good back control. He was long. He threatened. It was a good match to watch. Yeah, he's coming back now. So, John, the live crowd want to know, when can we get an instructional on armbar defense?
Exposed me well, didn't he? That was a really good match, to be fair.
No, it was good.
He was super strong, really technical. Yeah, it's a post-match interview from my side. Jumping straight back on the mic.
He was very longbow, right?
Yeah, he had a really good solid close guard. I felt that. I just exposed my arm. I got a bit lazy with it. I'll be training for weeks now with Ryan about defending that. That's what it's all about, guys.
Yeah, you live and you learn, don't you? It's good work anyway. It's a good match, and now it looks like we're watching Baywatch. So this is Tyler James. This is Callum Lovett.
Yeah, Callum, yeah.
Yo, let's both go topless.
Yeah, so we've got Tyler and Callum. Tyler from RJ Bristol, Callum from Aries. Straight into the pull guard.
Tyler very aggressive on top. With those forearms and those palms.
Yeah, not like any space, see.
No, Callum trying to isolate the arm and go deep under, I think. Still got that knee shield position, which I think is blocking Tyler from getting in on him.
Yeah, it's true. Tyler needs to address that knee first before she progresses forward. Callum trying to pass the arm across the body, trying to expose the back a little bit so he can cut an angle and get up onto his side. Still pulling that right arm across.
He's literally opening palming him to the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aggressive style, keeping his distance though. But he really needs to address that knee, doesn't he, Ryan? He's not advancing, he's actually just sitting still.
I think Callum's doing a great job on the bottom of trying to get that 2-on-1 and threatening deep under the lat. He's using that knee well to keep the distance, although he is, eating some slaps on the face there. Tyler really needs to work to kind of clear it and advance.
Yeah, and I just saw Tyler then trying to get that butterfly hook on the inside. It's almost like in a butterfly half guard situation. So there we go, he's trying it again. He's trying to probably create distance. He realises that there's not going to be a lot of advancement. It's definitely a strategy. Someone wants to stay on top and someone wants to stay on bottom.
It's kind of like an MMA style grappling approach, like very top heavy, standoffish. It works. It does. It makes it very difficult. It's an interesting approach.
Yeah. He is backing off though. Passivity will probably be called soon if he keeps going backwards. Callum is advancing, but yeah.
Oh.
And a little bit of a call from the ref. Calm down. And bit of aggression. All good. And a disqualification there, unfortunately, from a leg kick position. Shame it had to end like that, but I'm glad the referee called it when he did.
Yeah, it was a bit, I'm not really sure what was going on there, but
yeah, you've got to call that thing early, otherwise the match could get out of hand. Deeper into the match could get worse. So yeah. So I think there's a bit of contention there. He sort of claimed that from the guard position. There was a bit of a kick and he retaliated, but ref stepped in at the right time. There was no need to do a standing leg kick.
I mean, that was a nice leg kick. Like, nice technique, good chop, but obviously, yeah.
Wrong format.
Wrong sport, yeah.
Okay, we're on to the next lineup. And we've got two more matches, I believe, and then we're going to start the team event, Ryan. So we've got Harry and Sam here. We've got Harry Smith and Sam May.
Okay,
So Harry Smith's from Nexus and Sam is from RJ Bristol. So we've had a good turnout from RJ Bristol today. To be fair to them, really high-level competitors in that gym. All compete very often. You've got the likes of Carson there. So there's a lot of good competitors today from RJ. I wouldn't mind saying that I imagine they're going to put a team together for the next team event. I wouldn't be surprised the amount of guys they've got here today.
the mullet Seems to be in fashion, I've noticed.
Yeah, we've got some younger guys here today, but both seasoned competitors. So it'll be an interesting matchup. Sure, it'll be scrappy, full of energy, and you never know, probably looking for that Soul Taker fight weight, £250 bonus for sub of the prelims. Straight into a guard, Delahiva position, getting deep into that, but countering it really well himself, dropping back onto the leg lock position. So they're both essentially chasing for each other's back right now. We've got Sam inverting, we've got Harry on top. And there's a toe hold situation straight there, and there's a click, but he ate it and he tapped it out.
Excellent.
And to be fair to Sam, he tapped as soon as he heard that click then.
Fair play to the mullet.
So
that was excellent.
I tell you what, if that match had gone on any longer, that would have been a really entertaining match.
Yeah.
Both chasing each other's backs, but unfortunately, Sam's foot was exposed, and Harry jumped on that with a toe hold, and it cracked.
Harry did an excellent job there. It was, like John said, it was a really back and forth, interesting match. It was some good entanglements. It's what you like to see from young guys.
I've just seen we've got a late minute step in from Torrin due to the disqualification of the last match. Torrin has decided to step in and give him a proper match. So this will be really interesting. Good on Torrin for going for this.
Let's hope Torrin throws no leg kicks.
As I said, Torrin's a seasoned competitor, many matches in a day. So this will be nothing new to him. And we saw in the first match, Callum's going straight to that guard position, looking for that back, exactly like he's doing. But Torrin countered nicely there, almost with his own leg position. There we go.
Fair play to Torrin. Wow.
Lovely counter from Torrin there.
No, but also fair play to Callum for taking that after
Yeah.
that the madness that just happened. So well done to both guys.
Yeah.
Torrin in his motocross kit and Callum in the progress kit.
Brilliant sportsmanship from both of them, and great. We got an extra match in from the timetable, so that can't be argued. We've also got Harry, who is doing a second match. Fair play, he got his first match finished very quickly. This is due to a pullout that happened, so Harry is actually going to go again with very little time to rest because of how quick Torrin finished. So fair play to Harry, but as we now know, we've now got to watch out for those leg attacks from Harry, that's for sure.
Very quick with them. Fair play. Fair play to Harry, lad. He's seated. He's looking to engage straight away.
Here we go. He got a very threatening guard.
Okay, sweep attempt.
And you can see how he's getting really under the hips there. I wouldn't be surprised if Harry's going for that Soul Taker 250 prize bonus. He wants it. Doing a great job, Ryan, of getting underneath his opponent, right under his hips to off balance.
Yeah, no, he is. Sandwiching himself under him, creating a difficult for his opponent.
Progressing forward.
To even do much. Okay, so he's, even on the bottom when he's, being kind of imbalanced, he's looking very comfortable.
You see he could take that outside position, looking for Delahiva, going in deep, getting him off balance. Berimbolo style position, trying to get to the back. We saw this in the first match. There we go, grabbing that outside hip. He's going to try and pull himself to the back.
Okay, now switch legs, and now he's going to attack a heel maybe.
Oh, and he's locked in there. Outside heel hook turn. And that's a great finish there from Harry.
Harry is on fire.
What a competitor he is today. 2 submissions, 2 by the leg.
Yes, Harry, baby!
And Ryan's absolutely loving Harry from the competitors. No, to be honest, Ryan, 2 amazing finishes very quickly. He's somebody to look out for.
Yeah. Yes, Harry, baby. Bro, he's killing it, isn't it?
Can't argue. Competitor of the day so far.
It's the mullet, isn't it? Smashing it, bro.
No, Harry done an amazing job there. I'm sure we're going to be seeing him in the future. Maybe even in the team events that are coming up in the future. Okay, and here we've got our final prelim match of the night. We've got 2 brown belts, well-known competitors in the area. We've got Tom Kopinski and Nick Morris. Tom T Grapple and Nick from Blaenavon. Both competitors, though, travel around, they compete, they train. Many of you would have seen them in many other clubs training as well. Good all-round competitors from both of them. I say Nick more known for his top-heavy style, hard to off-balance, great coordination, and Tom with his quite unorthodox style sometimes. He catches people with all sorts of submissions, so it should be a fun one today.
Yeah, agree. Kopinski is very awkward.
Yeah.
He's like once again, he puts you in some awkward positions, and so he does catch people off guard.
Yeah. So I would say this is almost where sort of Nick's going to be best here. He's good in the body lock position, knows what to do, works this a lot regularly.
Long guy as well, very long.
Yeah.
On top, he'll make it difficult for Tom. His passing is good.
And you can see then Nick sort of trying there to keep Tom at distance, but pressing that knee down, really keeping the legs off himself. Really trying to drive that knee forward now. Oh, and a deep half from Tom there, with a counter from Nick. Brilliant grappling so far from the both of them. See, Tom's really trying to get the underhooks. He was fishing for a hand under the leg earlier on, really trying to get under Nick's hips, but Nick's doing a brilliant job there of controlling the distance of the leg. Tom's bringing the knee of Nick onto his body, so really off-balancing that weight. But
Nick constantly threatening with that knee cut and driving the weight back into him, though. He's making it quite awkward for Tom to really do much. Tom has got hold of that heel down there, trying to force him back.
Nick taking his time, you can see, stripping the grip, trying to get that inside position. But Tom doing a great job, look, elevating Nick above him. He's going to want to get underneath those hips and rotate. There we go. Starts to rotate, get into that deep half position you like, Ryan.
Yeah, I taught Tom everything he knows. Oh,
Nick
nice.
falling
Nick
back.
falling back on the heel.
Oh,
Sweet. Excellent.
Tom
work on
tapping
Nick.
early. He knew he didn't want to risk any injuries. And Nick straight on that heel hook.
Excellent work by Nick there.
And that is the issue often with leg locks, is you leave your own legs exposed.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the prelim so far. Harry Smith with the heel hook, that fast heel hook, I think. Harry Smith. So the commentators have decided that.
It wasn't just that. It was two of them.
Yeah. And Harry with submission of the night for the prelims. Well done, Harry. An excellent display from Harry. Highly technical, got under his opponent and heel hooked.
Two of them. Quick.
Yeah, and the fact is, this isn't just submission of the night, it's a double submission of the night for Harry. Okay, we're back. Jits Pro League 2. We're now into the main event. We've got the Team League. So the Team League format is there's 4 teams today, 3 person in each team. We've got 160 pounds, 185 pounds, and 210 pounds. Each lightweight will go against each other. Each middleweight will go against each other, and each heavyweight will go against each other. So first up, we've got Combat Training Centre and Craig Ewers. Craig Ewers are in black, Combat Training Centre in blue. First match will be the lightweights. So that'll be Daniel Morris and Ollie Cooke. Okay, so we got Ollie versus Daniel. £160. Good arm drag there from Daniel. Okay, settle into position now. You can already see Ollie trying to scoop under, try and isolate one of those arms. Daniel's got to watch that triangle, but steps out of it nicely. Ollie looking for that inside position. And Daniel's compressing that leg quite nicely. He's just going to step over it. Looking to go across the knee. Use his left leg to step over that knee. And you can see Daniel taking his time there, working across. He's just working to get that leg over the top of the knee into that body lock passing style position. Good framing from Ollie, keeping him away, keeping his distance. Daniel's got to address that knee to try and... And Daniel steps back then to try and get a leg lock, but Ollie counters it for himself. And he's rolling through, he wants to keep rolling on, but they've both escaped into a scramble. Daniel back on top. So Daniel's got to watch Ollie potentially trying to get underneath him in a reverse De La Riva position, keeping his weight sat back. Daniel doing a good job staying balanced. But that knee shield's blocking his position. He needs to address that knee shield before he can advance. There we go, and he resets in position. Just stepped over that leg. He's almost got the pass now. Just needs to get that knee across and he'll be through. He's locked onto that neck though tightly. Daniel taking his time now into that north-south position. Ollie doing a great job getting his knees back inside. Opening up. And again, back to neutral position, both of them. Daniel staying on top. Ollie electing to stay in guard position. Often go for that inside position. So Dan will be looking to clear that knee shield now before he progresses forward. Dan's doing a good job keeping his head underneath his chin, putting a bit of pressure on. Dan's trying to flatten him out now so he's on his back. All he needs to do to get back on his side. Dan's doing a great job flattening him out. And now he's stepped over into mount. Ollie's staying tight though. It'd be interesting to see what Dan can do here. Bit trickier in the no-gi, threatening submission, just walking those legs higher. Daniel's staying super calm here. Daniel looking to try and isolate an arm of some type, trying to open him up a little bit. While he's staying really tight. See Daniel just staying controlled, staying on top. Ollie needs to try and make something happen here. He's been in the same position for a while now. Daniel trying to isolate an arm of some type, but Ollie's staying tight. Yeah, so you can hear Ollie's corner calling there. Just get a bit more movement, trying to bump him side to side to get something off balancing. At the moment, he's flat on his back and it's not creating too much threats really for Daniel. Daniel's able to stay on top, stay quite calm. Ollie needs to create that movement to create some sort of scramble position. Daniel trying to get those hands inside underneath the chin to threaten a no-gi Ezekiel choke. You can see there the hand into the neck. Now got a gift wrap position. I wouldn't be surprised now if Daniel starts looking to start turning him around, trying to threaten the back. Pushed one of those hands down, he's ended up in the triangle position. It's not fully locked, so he needs to really stop him from getting out. Ollie's got an opportunity here to actually spin out of it. It's not fully locked in at the moment, so Daniel needs to be careful not to lose that position. Ollie's probably just waiting his time, waiting for that moment to make a bridge. Ollie could roll back into the triangle position here. And he's now locked up. He's still got to keep the hold of that head so that head doesn't slip out between his legs. He's getting it tighter and tighter. Staying on top, and sometimes you don't get quite as much elevation, but he does, he gets it. Great pressure from Daniel. Mounted triangle finish. That's a win for Combat Training Centre. Well then, Daniel. So next up, we've got Lloyd Shankland and Laurie Scott. So Laurie's actually been on the Jits Pro before and won that event. This will be a good middleweight contest. And remember, sub of the main event gets £250 bonus from Soul Taker Fightwear, so we'll be looking out for that sub opportunity from these teams. Laurie looking for that Delahiva into the Berimbolo style position, but Lloyd counters nicely with his own footlock. Both attacking each other's feet right now. Lloyd's got that heel hook tight. And Laurie decides to spin out of it to get out of it. Good decision there. And he's escaped nicely out of that roll. Lloyd slightly had a better catch there on that heel hook than Ollie's straight ankle lock, but managed to get out of it. Lloyd again going for that same position, straight foot lock this time. Laurie needs to keep that weight into his foot to stop him going there, and then rotate out when the time is right. Needs to break the grip from Lloyd now. And counters with his own attack. Lovely counter then from Laurie. As the corner's calling, Lloyd is trying to get his knee line out, keep himself safe, and there we go. Laurie's realised his knee's out and now starting to threaten the back take. Laurie in that bear trap style position, rotating through into the crab ride, trying to take it, and elects to come on top. Lloyd staying in the guarded position as Laurie tries to take a pass. Good Toriando style passing. And makes a nice pass there. Lloyd's on his side here, but Laurie does a brilliant rolling back take there and is on top now. Laurie's going to try and dig those heels in to try and get that back take. Lloyd taking his time, not opening up. Laurie's got those hooks in now. Lloyd's got to be careful now. Keep fighting those grips, keep them away. You can hear the corner of Lloyd saying keep those grips at bay. Laurie's in tight. And Laurie's got it. Strong win from Laurie Scott there. So that's one win each. Laurie walking off the walkout finish. So we've essentially got the decider here in the heavyweight division. Whichever one of these guys wins will win it for their team. We've got Tom and Rob. Rob in black, Rob in blue, sorry, Tom in black. Rob electing to stay on top, keeping that pressure, while Tom decides to go behind, try and get a roll through. And a lovely roll through from that half guard position there. He's going to now try and lock up this position now, threaten the back. To the corner of Craig Ewers, saying to Tom, try and get that second hook in, try and control the both hips. As Rob's currently quite able to rotate around. So Tom's got to be careful here not to get thrown off the top. If Rob bucks up, that'll be quite easy for Tom to roll forward. Tom's in a strong position here, but he's got to be careful not to lose it, and he rolls through nicely. Threatening the jaw now, going over the top. He's got it cinched in quite well, but Rob's chin is tucked in. We'll see if that keeps it going. Tom taking his time here, working the arm across the body, tighten up. But Rob maintaining the grip. He's got 2 hands on one hand there, so the choke's essentially off. Rob getting back onto all fours. Tom staying balanced on top there, not losing his position well. The corner's just called for Tom to do a power half to try and break Rob down, twisting him into position. Really good breakdown there from Tom, and Rob defending tight though, back on his knees again. Tom's doing a great job maintaining the back now, just needs to threaten the choke to create a reaction. Some hand fighting from Tom to keep Rob's hands away. And Tom's maintaining this position, but he's got to be careful that he doesn't fall off the top. Rob slowly working to his feet. Good roll there from Tom. Tom's got to be careful, he's got both his hands stuck in there, but he's threatening Rob's neck. Relentless from Tom here, constantly attacking the neck, but Rob's doing a great job of defending the arms. He's got a 2-on-1 and he's just broken that grip off his head. And once he does that, he wants to start trying to get that back on the mat. Tom's corner tell him to go for an arm bar if the back take's not working into a rear naked choke. Rob's doing a great job defending here. Although he's on the back, he is defending 2-on-1 every time when that grip comes in. Tom switches the other hand, but he's lost position slightly, and Rob is starting to come off to the side, but he's in a great body triangle to counter that. So Tom's in a good position now, and he's got the finish. So Tom with a rear naked choke finish. Relentless pressure from Tom, and eventually paid off. Good match from both of them. And that's the first win there. We got Craig Ewers Academy taking the win on that occasion. So Craig Ewers on 7 points there, CTC on 3 to finish that event. And now we've got Bettws Malpas BJJ in green and Cwmbran BJJ in white. For Bettws, we've got Lewis, Conor and George, and for Cwmbran, we've got Martin, Ryan and Dominic. So the first matchup is going to be the lightweights, so that's Lewis Hiles and Martin Evans up first. So it'll be a really interesting matchup on this one. We've got Lewis, likes playing a lot of guard, likes to invert a lot, and we've got Martin, who will always threaten the guillotine and snap down with the front headlocks position. So it'll be a fun one for both of these guys. Both fighting for that inside position, both trying to get each other's heads. Lewis looking to grab something, playing around, keeping him guessing. Martin with a strong collar tie there. Both feeling each other out. Strong collar tie there from Martin. He's going to want to pull Lewis's head down because he's going to want to try and snap into that guillotine position. It's one of Martin's favourites to take. Lewis going to try and stay well postured and start playing his own game. So Lewis is just got to be careful of that head not dropping too low for Martin to jump onto it. Lewis pulled in there into the guard, exactly where Lewis wants him. Lewis got a strong guard game. It'll be interesting to see where he takes this. Very threatening triangle from Lewis. He's already isolated the arm. Lewis into that Williams guard style, breaking that posture of Martin. He's going to be trying to look for a triangle position already. Lewis is already trying to lock up his triangle position. Martin's doing a good job of defending, keeping his elbow on the hip bone. If Lewis can cut an angle now, cinch up that triangle. He's already trying to pull on it, but he needs to cut an angle to make it stronger. Martin doing a good job staying composed. Lewis needs to push that arm across to put that shoulder into Martin's neck. Martin's able to defend. He's got that frame on Lewis's hip at the moment. If Lewis pushes that arm across, it'll be tighter. Lewis is connected. He's getting tighter and tighter every time he connects up, but he's quite square on at the moment. Martin just taking his time, staying composed. Lewis is in a tricky spot here because Martin's arm is actually hidden from him. But if he can cut an angle and try and underhook the other leg, he might be able to cut to the side. Oh, yeah, there we are. Martin was actually out of it then. Lewis got on the submission and referee called it early, which is good. Well done from Lewis on there with the submission. Martin's back, he's okay. Well done to the referee there, he called it early. And a great win there from Lewis Hiles. So next up we got Conor Yeates against Ryan Day. Conor in the green and Ryan in the white. Both competitors, both compete on a semi-regular basis, so they'll be used to this style of competition. And Ryan going straight for a shoot, but Conor sprawls heavy there. Hips far back, and he's prevented there Ryan from getting that takedown. Conor on top now, trying to start passing. Reset into the centre. Okay, so Conor's got to want to try and pass. He's got a strong passing game, but Ryan's also got quite a strong guard of himself. So Ryan really getting under Conor's body with inside butterfly hooks. Conor's got to be careful not to put too much weight in front of him. And Conor's doing quite a good job there of keeping his hips back, and you can see he's pinning those knees down to the floor to prevent Ryan from getting the inside position. Ryan wants both those feet on the inside of Conor, but he's chosen a body lock there and compressed those legs quite nicely. So if Conor can start adding that weight and compressing those legs, he'll be able to step over one of those knees. So Ryan's actually in his butterfly position that he feels confident in. Conor's got to be careful not to put too much weight forward. And you can see there's a little bit of a threat there from Ryan, elevating Conor on that butterfly hook. So Conor's just got to be careful not to put too much of that weight forward. Ryan's now got an overhook position. And we've got a battle at the moment between that body lock position and the butterfly. Conor wants to compress the legs of Ryan, and Ryan wants to extend his legs out to take that butterfly sweep. Okay, Conor now goes for the leg lock position. He's going belly down, and that's going to be tight on Ryan now. Ryan's got to try and spin to get out of this. It's going to be tricky. Conor's a strong opponent, and he's finished many people in this straight leg ankle lock position. Conor's got to be careful. He doesn't want to burn his hands out too much and his arms out too much by pulling on this. And he's out of there. Conor's got to be careful. Ryan's quite close to his back there. If he keeps moving up, there'll be a back take here. But Conor's holding on to that leg and gets it out of there. Ryan steps over the leg, but Conor keeps him at bay, knee in front. In that single leg X position. Ryan doing a good job keeping his leg heavy, but Conor has taken that away from him and got the sweep. So Ryan's got to be careful that Conor doesn't go belly down again into that straight ankle lock position, but he's got out of it. And Ryan's got past the knee of there. Ryan threatening that back take. And he's got it with a top body lock triangle. Conor doing a great job at grip fighting. He wants to try and get 2-on-1 on that threatening arm. And Ryan needs to keep switching, keeping him guessing, keep threatening. Conor trying to rotate to create some, trying to alleviate that body lock. But Ryan's got a great cross grip to stop that rotation happening. Ryan's going ear to ear, really good technique to try and dig that arm through. But Conor's almost got his back on the mat, and Ryan almost pulled him back on his chest there. He wants that chest-to-back connection to be quite strong. Conor's doing his best to rotating. You can see he's starting to posture a little bit now. He's starting to rotate his body. Conor's doing a great job of staying tight, not letting Ryan get that hand in. 2-on-1 grip from Conor onto Ryan. It's a threatening arm. And then Conor just unlocks that body triangle. And Ryan's very high here. Scrambled up really well there. Conor got to the top position really well. Ryan was a little bit too high there on that back there, and Conor was able to 4-point and get to his feet. It'd be interesting to see now. Ryan maintains that butterfly sit-up guard style he wants. Be interesting to know if Conor now starts addressing these feet, keeping them away from him. Conor flattening the knees. That's going to be hard for Ryan to get something off there when Conor's heavy pressure onto that knee. Stepping through the guard now. But Ryan with a knee lever there to get Conor on the bottom. Lovely knee lever from Ryan there. Conor wants to try and get those knees back inside and they disengage. Ryan going for the outside passing style, trying to get around the legs. Steps through and passes the guard really nicely by Ryan. Conor getting that knee just in, but Ryan almost got past it again. Ryan's almost stepping past the guard of Conor, but a lovely closed guard from Conor. Strong position from Conor. But he scoop grips the leg and passes Conor to the north-south position. Conor's given up his back a little bit. He's got to be careful not to give too much of that back away. Ryan's already got one hook in, and he's controlling that wrist, keeping his rotation at bay. Ryan's quite high again. He's got double underhooks, so he should be okay, and he's rotated around now. He'll be threatening the neck again. Good composure from both of them. And a rotation from Conor gets him back on top. Okay, Conor now on top, putting that pressure on, but Ryan's looking to break posture himself, using that butterfly sweep to get on top. Both in a kneeling position. Someone's going to take top position. Conor going for that leg attack again. Didn't quite pay off. Ryan spun out of it. Both competitors getting quite tired now. Quite a long match, 8 minutes. Conor with a brilliant leg grab there to get the threaten the leg grab. Almost a knee bar position at the moment. We'll see if Conor can pull that off. Ryan's got to be careful to bring his legs back. Rotate into the right position. And that's time. Both guys made it all the way to the end. Good back and forth match from the pair of them. And Conor takes the win on that one. Okay, so next up we've got George and Dominic. George in green, Dom in white. So this is the £210 event. George there, strong top position, but he's entered his closed guard. Dom's staying tight on him, keeping that posture broken. George needs to be careful not to have his posture broken too much into a threatening position, but Dom's flat on his back at the moment, and until he creates an angle, he's not really going to be able to create something threatening. So Dom just holding position right now, but needs to create some type of angle to create a threat. George's got to be careful though that he doesn't put too much over and get swept. If Dom kicks out one of those legs, he'll be swept. So Dom's got that overhook position. He's got to be George's got to be careful of his leg. He's got almost had an armbar locked in there. And they've reset in the middle. See if these guys are looking for that soul taker fight where £250 submission for the main event. This morning we had Harry Smith take the prelims, 250. One of these guys will be wanting to get the submission for themselves in the main event. So George will be careful of his posture. If Dom releases his guard and kicks out one of George's legs, that's going to be an off balance. Dom seems to be taking his time. He's locked at the arm, looking for that armbar position. Good posture from George there. He's broken the guard, but Dom enters the K guard position. He's going to try and off-balance George now, put all his weight on his other foot to make this leg light. From this K guard position, George is putting that weight back into him, which is made the leg come across the body, almost in a leg drag style position now. So George is just maintaining that position now. George has got to be careful though. Dom's got his leg and brought it all the way to his shoulder now, so there's almost a sweep in place now. George staying well balanced, staying centre balanced. You can see Dom's trying to elevate, trying to really get under the hips of George, and he's brought the leg of George up into that 50-50 style position now, but George has got stepped over the leg, and he's going to end in the leg drag position now. George getting his hand underneath the leg to disconnect the grip, and now past the guard. Dom's in a tricky position now. He almost needs to build height. George slowly cooking him, taking his time. Working across the body now. Pinning the leg to the floor. Dom's going to want to try and get that knee back in if he can. George going for north-south just to keep the Dom's knees away from him. Enters a Kimura grip from top. Going to the back. Dom doing a great job of rolling through. And George maintaining chest-to-back connection really well. George got that seatbelt locked in now. Trying to see if he can do a back take. And rolled into the back take position now. It's threatening the neck. Dom's starting to defend. George doesn't have any hooks though. So Dom's able to move, but he's got the grab. Great rear naked from George there over the top of Dom's face. And George for Bettws there. So that's a win for Bettws now. On to the next team. Just remind everyone about the sponsors today. We've got Meraki Medicinal, an amazing provider of third-party testing and USP certified methylene blue. Head to Meraki, which is MERAKI medicinal.com to check them out. And we've got Cwmbran and Craig Ewers now next. Okay, first we've got Ollie from Craig Ewers in the black, and then we've got Martin in the white from Cwmbran. So lightweight, this is £160. And Martin's going to want to try and reclaim that win from the last one. And Ollie had the win on the first round. Good aggression from Martin there with a great takedown. Strong passing from him. He's got to watch Ollie's legs attacks. Last time round, Ollie had a leg lock. He's got to be careful, and there we go. Strong finish from Ollie there with a knee bar finish. Ollie known for those leg attacks and proved it here today with a quick finish against Martin. Ryan had the opportunity there to have 2 minutes rest, but decided to go against Laurie. Straight in, aggressive style from Laurie. We saw from Ryan in the first time round that butterfly guard was one of the main things he wanted. Laurie known for that top position, but Laurie takes the seated position this time. Laurie getting under Ryan quite effectively there, managing a connection. Ryan doing a good job of staying away from the legs, leading with his hands first. Legs back. And good passing from Ryan, almost took the pass there. Laurie with the arm drag to try and keep him close, but Ryan steps over, ends up taking his back. Laurie now in the crab rider position, going to try and roll through and hunt for that back now. Ryan's got to do a good job of spinning out, and he does. He spins back out to keep his back away from him. Laurie doing a good job now, passing, very strong position. Ryan sneaks a knee back in. Laurie looking composed there. Laurie trying to free up his leg on that inside position. Wants to try and get past that knee shield now. Ryan needs to create some distance, create some frames to open him up. Laurie does a great job of the row drag, going to start working across. We'll probably end up seeing him go to north-south position, maybe to hunt for the back. Laurie pushing the head down of Ryan, he's looking for that back take. Oh, he's got the Kimura grip there, he's going to try and end up with the Kimura finish from top. He's starting to yank that elbow and he gets the Kimura with a quick finish. Really controlled from Laurie there. As soon as he got that underhook, he knew he was going for that Kimura grip straight away. And that's a win for Laurie and Craig Ewers. Tom giving the... Tom versus Dom here now. Dom given the option to take 2 minutes, but didn't take it. Wanted to jump straight back in with Tom. So Tom getting a 2-on-1 tie-up, but Dom backing off. Strong grips from Dom. Tom decides to sit. Dom. Tom with an outside heel hook attempt there, didn't quite get it. Dom's walked into a back take there, unfortunately, but done a great job of rotating back to keep away from it. Tom sits into the top position there. Tom's going to try and get his leg out. Dom trying to get underneath Tom at the moment. Tom's got a strong grip under Dom's arm though. He's got to watch that Kimura finish from Tom as well. Oh, and Tom's got a great leg lock finish there. Dom's got to be careful now. Outside heel hook position, he's got to be careful. Oh, Tom. And a few clicks there from Dom, who hate the turns. Tom looking up confused there, as we all heard a few clicks from Dom's knee there. Fingers crossed he's okay. Tom looking a bit bemused there, not sure what to go for next now. Careful now. He's got another outside heel hook. Dom's got to be careful not to injure himself on there, because he's had 2 attacks from Tom now. Tom getting that back position now. One hook in from the top now. Now he's got a rear naked across the face now. Tom squeezing now, hoping to get a finish off this. Full body lock in. He's going to be cranking on Dom's face now. Dom's really got to try and fight those hands off. He's just currently maintaining it. And Tom gets the finish with a rear naked choke. Great relentless attacks from Tom. Finally gets the finish. And a win for Tom there for Craig Ewers. So Craig Ewers takes that, quite a quick event that time. Some fast finishes from the Craig Ewers team. And Cwmbran sit out now. So up next we've got Bettws versus Combat Training Centre. Bettws in green, Combat Training Centre in blue. And first match will be Daniel Morris in blue and Lewis Hiles in green for the lightweight event. So we've got CTC and Bettws lined up. First match will be lightweights. So we've got Lewis in green, Dan in blue. Lightweight match for £160. Lewis going in straight away quickly. Dan taking his time. Lewis with a strong finish, tried to get a foot trip there. Lewis keeping him moving and guessing. Dan a lot more control, taking his time. Strong clinch from Lewis there, dropping the head down into a guard position. Lewis pulls into guard there. Again, Lewis, we saw from the first time round, had that Williams guard into a triangle finish, so we might see that again this time round. Dan's got to be careful not to let Lewis isolate an arm. Lewis got a strong overhook there. And you can see Lewis really trying to push the head away, try and open up that arm of Dan. Lewis looking to get that triangle position again, get that leg over the top of the other arm. Dan does a great job there of flattening Lewis back out. Lewis got to get back inside, get those knees back in. Dan just taking his time, staying on top, staying controlled, just like his first match. Passes the guard there of Lewis. Lewis with the buggy choke. Let's see if he gets that on with him. Dan's got to be careful. He's got to try and posture up, keep away from this. Lewis just taking his time, getting the buggy choke locked in. Dan's got to be careful. He's getting tighter with it. Dan staying controlled. Will Lewis get two finishes, putting someone to sleep today? We will see. Dan staying still so far, not trying to attempt to leave it. Lewis trying to get tighter and tighter. Lewis locking up again, getting tighter across Dan's side, but Dan taking his time. And he's released it. Dan staying controlled. Lewis getting his legs back in again. With an arm lock. Finish from Lou. Looked like a shoulder pop there from Dan, unfortunately. It almost looked like a Tariqa Plata finish from Lewis, maybe. Yeah. A good finish. That's two subs from Lewis so far with these guards. Dan tapping early. And that's a win for Bettws in the 160 category. Up next we've got Lloyd Shankland of CTC in blue, and we've got Conor Yeates in the green for Bettws. Strong pressure from both guys hanging on the heads, wearing each other down. Conor going for the pull into a guard position, same as Lewis as well, into that Williams guard style position. Let's see what Conor did. He's almost in an omoplata style position. And he gets the omoplata, ends up taking the back and getting on top. Good scramble from the guys. Conor stays on top. The back of Lloyd's starting to get exposed by Conor. Knee across, ends up in mount. Conor going to try and isolate an arm now, walking that arm higher. He's going to try and get Lloyd's arm exposed there for either a head and arm, or he'll try and back take. He goes for the mounted triangle. He's got to be careful that Lloyd's arm's not still in. Lloyd should be able to defend that with that arm tucked in still. Conor's got to try and get that arm out of there. Lloyd's almost out, and here we are, broke out of it. Careful on Conor's with the leg lock there. He's going for his own leg lock. Conor's got to try and spin out of it. Lloyd looks like it's locked in, but Conor's got his other foot involved and gets the tap. Lloyd with a nice outside heel hook finish. So now we've got Rob in blue, and we've got George in green. Rob from CTC and George from Bettws Malpas. strong grip fighting from both of them. Little foot trip there from Rob. George putting the pressure on, forcing Rob forward, but Rob's getting a foot, almost tried a single leg there. Both clinching up with each other, staying quite tight with each other. Rob looking for the foot trips every now and again. Both guys using foot trips when they can. 2-on-1 grip now from Rob. He's looking for that single leg. That's twice now. And George with the brilliant takedown. Rob balling up now into turtle position, but George staying heavy on top. George got to be careful not to lose it. And a good job from Rob there to stay on top now. George got to keep those knees in as Rob tries to pass that guard, puts that pressure on George and drives. So George has got that head control now. Rob's got to be careful. And passes the guard of George. Good control. Rob staying on top with his arm wrapped round. Really good job from Rob. George getting his elbow and knee back inside, but Rob doing a good job of controlling him, trying to keep him flat on his back. George wants to try and gap onto his knees, try and build height. So George has got his hand over the top. He really wants to get that forearm underneath Rob, try and keep that distance, get that forearm under Rob's chin to keep him raised. Rob's doing a great job controlling with the knee on belly, preventing mobility for George to turn inwards. And Rob just holding that position now. George has got to watch that top arm. Rob's moving. He's going for that Kimura style grip, feeding the hand through. He's going to be threatening that Kimura. George has got to be careful. Oh, and luckily George spun the other way up. A good scramble there. George almost got to his feet, but then was pressed back down by Rob. Wrist lock attempt there by Rob. That was good. Into a passing position. Rob's back in that side control position, and I think we're going to see Rob trying to advance, get that Kimura position again. There we go, George with the inside, trying to get his legs back in. Rob doing a great job of preventing George doing that. With a knee bar situation going on now. Rob's got his legs locked in. He's trying to really open that knee bar of George there, using his legs, but George gets free. Good control again from Rob staying on top. George trying to turn his hips. George's corner, calling for a turn, trying to get him off balance, trying to rotate him round. Back up again. Good scramble from George. George is going to be pushing it now to get that. George's caller calling about the age disparity there, saying keep the pace up, George. George fighting for that inside position. We saw that great trip from him earlier on. He's going to want to try and establish that again. We saw Rob himself try and trips himself. Rob's got that good inside position. It's going to be hard for George to get inside with that inside position of Rob. He's going for that mirror lock now. He's twisting on George's arm to try and get that arm, but George breaks free. George with a 2-on-1 then. Rob breaks free. Both guys starting to slow up a little bit now. Fatiguing as they get into the end of this round. 2.5 minutes to go in this match. Rob's done a pretty dominant game so far, staying on top. But we need George to create some movement here if he wants to get some reaction from Rob. Yeah, so the corner of George saying about snapping the head, creating some reaction. Rob again with that trip. That trip seems to lead into that single leg. Hasn't managed to get it so far. And again with the trip, keeping him off balance, but George tries himself with his the same foot sweep he tried first time round. Both trying foot trips, keeping each other guessing. Both guys staying on top, trying to get that takedown. Strong collar ties there. George going into guard now. Looking to try and change it up a bit of tactics. Pass comes on there, strong position again. He's entered that position a few times now. He's been dominant in that side control a few times. Going all the way to the end here. Strong positions from both of them. 30 seconds left. Finish the game. Well controlled from top position there. Staying in that side control position, not letting him any space. Knee across the belly now. Into north-south now. Looking for that north-south choke, the arms going across the neck, the shoulders pressing into it. And that's time. Great match from both of them, all the way to the end, grinding all the way through. And CTC take that one for the win that time. Great match from the pair of them. So next up we've got Cwmbran and CTC. Craig Ewers currently leading on points at the moment. So CTC straight back on it with Cwmbran. So they can choose to take a few minutes out if they need to. And first up we've got Martin and Dan. Okay, just getting the guys lining up, taking their photo, and then first match is the £160 event. We got Martin versus Dan. Martin in white, representing Cwmbran. Dan in blue, representing Combat Training Centre. Dan looking for that arm drag there of Martin. Martin faking for the legs to the head. Both guys with the collar tie there, both wanting to stay and stand up. Changing levels. Martin's he wants that arm drag position. Dan straight in with a lovely double leg takedown. Got to be careful with Martin. Martin has got a lethal guillotine and Dan's got to be careful of it. We saw resilience from Dan first in the last match with Lewis. But Martin's got a dangerous guillotine. He's got to be careful here. It's one of the moves he's sort of known for. Martin cinching up there. He's got to be careful, cutting an angle. Martin's got to be careful of his own strength though. Doesn't want to burn out too early. Dan seems to be taking his time. It seems to be loosening up the grip. Both guys seem quite calm. And Martin's let go of that now. More into a head and arm style. He's got a head and arm style choke now. Dan taking his time, staying composed. He rolls Dan over though. And he's got that guillotine with the arm in. Dan in a good position, he's on top. He just needs to keep his composure, and Martin lets go. Dan did a great job there of surviving through that guillotine attempt twice. You've got to be so careful with Martin with that guillotine. As soon as he sees a head, he'll jump on it. Martin trying to create posture, trying to get up, going to break the guard of Dan. Martin's got to be careful. Dan's got a great guard. He's opening him up. He's going to try and stand up if he can. Try and isolate the both armpits and then try and stand up. Dan almost shooting for a triangle attempt there, grabbing the wrist of Martin. Martin's got to try and posture up though. He doesn't want to get that triangle threat. Dan working with that cross grip. But Dan's flat on his back. He's got to create some sort of angle if he wants to get some submission threat going. Okay, we're trying to see if Martin will stand up now, create that posture, and a lovely hip bump sweep from Dan. Martin was postured up a little bit too much there, and Dan made the most of it. Now, Martin's got his back slightly exposed. Dan's going to try and get that seatbelt grip and try and work to the back now. He's going to work his way around the back. Martin's got to do as best he can to get his back flat to the mat. Dan's trying to get higher and higher on that back to try and rotate around it. He's trying to do a chair sit into that back take. There we go, straight into that chair sit. And now Martin's got to do a good job trying to defend, get the hooks off him. He's 2-on-1 defending the grip. Dan's trying to threaten the neck. Martin's doing a good job of defending. Martin's in tight. Dan's going to try and have to work it through, isolate, and Dan's got himself a good hook there. Needs to keep working through, working the shoulder, tightening up. And he's released the arm. Dan's got it locked in now. He's got to be careful. He can just hold this in now. Martin's got to really try and fight those hands to keep that pressure off him. Dan's fully cinched up right now. Even across the chin, it's going to be dangerous. That arm's all the way through now for Dan. Good hand fighting from Martin there, able to keep him away. Dan constantly threatening. And Martin doing a good job of sinking his hips, getting one of the hooks out while defending the neck at the same time. Martin staying composed, Dan threatening arm each time. Martin's almost got his back to the mat. He just needs to keep working, keep turning, unhooking the leg. But he's got to be careful there. He's just giving Dan the neck. Even though he's going across the chin, it's still tight, and Dan will try and lock up tight. And he survived that one across the chin. This one's a bit lower. This one's all the way in now for Dan. It's going to be tight. Martin's okay though. He's all right. He's got his chin back in. Dan constantly threatening that neck of Martin, not letting it go, not losing that back position, keeping chest to back contact all the way through. Bringing him back in each time, not letting him disconnect from his back at all. Martin's starting to work his legs now, try and undo the hook. It's flattened Martin out now, but Dan's got to be careful he doesn't get too high on Martin. Martin needs to climb some height, try and get Dan off the back of him. Dan's quite high at the moment. Dan's starting to rotate around again now, going to the side again now to try and take the back of Martin. Because he's got that seatbelt position. He's going to drag Martin's neck across his body to try and get that chest to back connection. Arm triangles there now for Dan. Martin's got to be careful not to overreach his arm. Dan looking really composed, taking his time, not losing position, staying on top. Dan's almost there with the arm triangle now. Trying to disconnect off that arm triangle. He's putting that weight into him, even though the half guard is stuck in there. Dan squeeze in there, trying to get Martin off, but it doesn't look like it's quite on for Martin yet. Martin's got just his hand just inside to try and defend. The arms across now, and now that's going to get really tight now for Martin as he rotates around the corner. His head and shoulders going to be pushing into Martin's shoulder, straight into his neck. Dan composed, taking his time, and he's got the tap. Great finish from Dan there. Well composed throughout the whole match. Great grit and determination from Martin, but Dan paid off. Okay, so that's a win for CTC there in blue. Next, we've got the middleweights. We've got £185 match with Lloyd and Ryan. Lloyd will be in blue, Ryan in white. So it should be a good match. Both these guys hunting for the legs, you'll notice. They'll both be looking for guards. Lloyd got that strong takedown last time. Both collar tying, both looking for something. Lovely trip from Lloyd there. Lovely takedown from Lloyd there. Is Conor calling? He's normally the guard player, but took a lovely takedown there on Ryan. So Ryan building height, trying to keep distance. Ryan's got to be careful his feet there. Lloyd's locked in. We got that outside heel hook finish from Lloyd last time. Ryan fighting for inside position at the butterfly as we saw that last match. Lloyd doing a great job knee cutting, but he's got to watch his legs. Ankle lock, and he's got an ankle lock finish from Lloyd. Ryan just left his legs hanging a little bit too much there, and Lloyd got the finish off that. So that's CTC with the two submissions there. On to the £210, the heavyweights now. We got Rob and Don now. Strong collar ties from both of them. We saw this from both time they competed with different opponents. Both guys as well making it all the way to the end of the last. We've got to be careful. Probably both quite tired now. Both strong competitors. Dom trying to arm drag there, but got caught in the collar tie again. Sitting into guard now for Dom, trying to change up the strategy a bit. Got that half guard position at the moment, and Dom's going to be careful. He's working that knee across. Just beat the knee now, so Dom's... That knee's going to slide through now. He's going to cut across the guard. He's also got that strong cross-face pressure on at the moment, flattening out Dom. Dom's staying on his side though, did a good job getting back onto his side, getting that knee back inside, building frames. Dom's doing a good job of keeping him away, but not entering an attack situation at the moment. Just keeping away that crossface. He's going to put that pressure on. He's going to watch that knee, pass that knee across. Did a good job there of keeping that knee. And he's flattening back out again. He's doing a great job of maintaining Dom right on his back. Dom's entered the full guard now. See if he can try and break that posture, make something happen off it. Got to create some movement though off it. He can't be flat on his back. Oh, and he's going for his own tip back, his own leg attack there. Twisting toe hold there on Dom. Dom just staying composed, trying to take his time. Dom's eating it at the moment, staying strong. Toe hold's almost there. He's going to try and bring that toe closer to his chest. He's quite far away from it at the moment. Oh, and he's changing up the strategy now, letting go of the toe hold. Enter into a knee bar type position. That knee bar's really close now. If he just puts his hips in, Dom's got to be careful. He kicks away from it. Good foot fighting there. Oh, and great strength from Dom there. He's ended up in getting his leg out and now in top position, but he's a very high. He's got to be careful. He's got no hooks in at the moment. He's got to be careful not to lose that chest to back connection with no hooks in. Got the hook in now, starting to control. Still quite high on the back. He's got to be careful he doesn't get turned. Dom threatening that choke, but he's rocked off to the side. He's got to be careful to maintain chest to back connection. Dom doing a good job trying to isolate, but he needs to bring his right arm across and stick to that chest to back connection, otherwise he's going to lose it, and just popped out there. It's one of those things where when you're almost about to lose it, you've got to quickly try and recover, and it was a bit too late for Dom there to recover. Strong top pressure again. Got to get past that knee. Got to try and get that knee shield off him. And he's beat the knee of Dom there. Dom's got to be aware of that cross face. He's going to flatten him right out. That underhook Dom's got, it's not going to be effective. It's that defend that cross face. Great heavy pressure, rotating round to the top. We're going to probably see that Kimura grip we saw in the previous match. That elbow's tight off the mat. It's going to enter a Kimura style position here. Dom's got to try and get his elbow back to the mat. Going north-south there. Good. Working across that arm again. Feeding that arm through for that Kimura again. Carry on round. Potentially an armbar or back take, but Dom gets his back to the mat well. Going back to that Kimura grip. Dom does a good job there of flattening his back to the mat, but needs to recover now. Strong pressure from top here. Strong cross face. Working those legs. Walking them backwards. So, corner just staying there, slide that knee across, get into the mount position. Just go in for the north-south again. Really adding some pressure, flattening Dom right out. Really tricky to recover when you're completely flattened out. It's really tight pressure here. Arms all the way across the body as well. It's not going to be easy to turn out of this. He's got essentially both left and right rotation controlled right now. Really hard for Dom to escape this. And you can see there the crossface is counteracting the rotation completely. Not threatening from a submission perspective, but uncomfortable, especially with a lot of pressure and squeezing going on right now. 2 minutes left on the clock now. We're going to see him try and advance the position. North-south, we saw him try to go for a north-south choke earlier on in the previous match. Let's see if he gets that north-south choke here. He's got the hand across the neck. Rolling those legs away again. He's doing a great job there, flattening those knees out. Going straight into that night position. Let's see him trying to isolate an arm now. Dom's trying to keep very tight, but he has got his arm across his body. It leaves him vulnerable to some type of Ezekiel chokes. Oh, he's looking for an Ezekiel here. Dom's arms across his body, which sets up this gift wrap position here he's got. Lovely back take there from the gift wrap position. Threatening the neck of Dom. He's in deep. He's got to be careful. He's going to squeeze, and he's got the rear naked choke. And a great submission finish there. 3 submissions there from Combat Training Centre. Great match from them against Cwmbran. Last fight of the day. Bettws Malpas versus Craig Ewers Academy. I'm going to shout out to the sponsors. We've got Soul Taker Fightwear, providing £250 bonus for the prelims and the main event. We've also got Meraki Medicinal, provider of third-party tested and USP certified methanol blue. Head to merakimedicinal.com. And then finally we've got our Submission Sensei app, the world's first AI grappling coach. Check them out, they're on the App Store right now. Okay, so first up we've got Lewis Hiles of Bettws Malpas, and we've got Ollie Cooke of Craig Ewers. This is the £160 match. Good atmosphere from the guys here. Final matches of the day. Ollie sitting to guard. We've seen some great success from Ollie with the submissions so far. Lewis has got to be careful, but doing a great job of keeping those legs off his body. Ollie advancing, keeping both legs. He's wanting inside position here. Very calm here from Ollie. Lewis doing a great job there, working around the legs, getting to his own position there. Lewis is locked onto the leg. Both pummeling their leg position there, but Lewis going for a head and arm. And then a good counter reaction there from Ollie to stay away. Lifting those legs up, going through. Great pace from both competitors. Lewis looking to try and pass those feet from Ollie. Ollie trying to get inside. Lewis trying to feint, get across those knees, and he's ended up in that single leg X position from Ollie. He's got to be careful there, put that foot heavy. Pulling on the head to try and stop that posture coming. Lewis got out of that by twisting out of it and keeping that head pressure on. He's got another roll from Lewis there to get away from that ankle lock position. Both have got each other's ankles right now. Kind of a 50-50 shootout of ankle locks right now. And Lewis with the sub. That's 3 submissions from Lewis today. Lewis got it, sorry. Ollie took the ankle finish there from Lewis. It was sort of 50-50 ankle lock position. You couldn't tell who had the sub on who then. Okay, now we got Laurie and Conor. Conor for Bettws in green, and Laurie in black for Craig Ewers. Great control from both guys here. Conor wanted to take that pressure, but Laurie stepping in, getting that foot inside and rolling through. Looking for a leg submission of some sort. We saw that crab ride from Laurie earlier on. Now Conor with his own leg attack of himself. Laurie doing a great job of getting the leg out, stepping across. And Laurie holding that passing position. Great camping there, holding Conor. Not fully passing, just letting him sit there, letting him use his abs as he works him slowly into that north-south position. Laurie doing a great job of controlling the legs there. Conor trying to create frames, trying to open up the space, but Laurie in controlled position here. Laurie looking for that far side arm, whether he's going for to north-south into a Kimura style position, or ends up controlling the hip of Conor and working his way into mount. Laurie's doing a great job of controlling the rotation of Conor, really preventing Conor from turning inwards. With that control Laurie's got on the hip, it really stops Conor from regaining that guard and getting his knees back in. Laurie starting to work into that north-south position. Laurie's staying really calm and composed right now. No, he doesn't have to rush, doesn't have to take risks. And he's entered back into that position again where he's controlling Conor's hip, stopping that inside rotation. You could see Conor was trying to turn inwards there, but that arm's blocking it. Conor staying tight though, not giving too much away. But Laurie's also just staying on top, slowly working it. And he's just got that underhook position now. Conor's got to watch the Kimura that could come on from there. Laurie flattening out now. Right inside control now. Flattening the back of Conor. Conor's got to try and get his knee back inside. Lovely switch from Laurie to get all the way around to get to the back. Conor's got to be careful to not give him that seatbelt grip. Bit of hand fighting from both of them. Laurie looking to grab the hand, end up in a seatbelt position. Conor's managed to keep his arm into it, but Laurie's doing a great job again of controlling the hips of Conor, really stopping that rotation and ending up in that north-south position again. Really not rushing Laurie, really taking his time between that side control and north-south position and going back and forth between them. But Conor's done a great job there of regaining his guard. Laurie camping, doing some brilliant passing there. Laurie did a great job there, just holding onto the knee of Conor and just waiting for that knee to drop and then passed into the position. Again, he's sort of playing between the north, south and side control position, not rushing anything, taking his time. Starting to get his hand underneath Conor's arm, looking for a bit of a underhook situation, whether that enters into a Kimura or whether that's into the back take. There we go, yeah. Laurie again, see with that back take off that Kimura style underhook. Lovely back take from Laurie, both hooks in now, and immediately straight into a threat of the rear naked choke. Well controlled from Laurie, taking his time. Conor, good hand fighting there, keeping him away, but Laurie's relentless with his attacks, constantly trying to get that submission onto Conor. Laurie doing a good job there, syncing up, and then finally got the rear naked choke onto Conor. Beautiful jiu-jitsu there from Laurie, very well controlled. And Laurie got the win there for Craig Ewers Academy. Okay, we've got the final match of the day. We've got George Crowley from Bettws and Tom Rumens from Craig Ewers Academy. £210 matchup. So I think one thing to note with George is we've got a white belt here going against up some seasoned competitors, seasoned athletes. So it just shows how good George has come on being a white belt. Tom goes for the guard pull. George stays heavy on top, but he's got to watch that leg. He's going over the top into a reap, into an outside heel hook position. George has got to be careful and got the tap there. Great job. And that's Craig Ewers with it. Craig Ewers Academy winning the first team event for Jits Pro League 2. Great performance from those guys, and they'll move on to the next event. We've got Ollie, Cooke, Laurie, Scott, Tom Rumens of Craig Ewers Academy taking the win there. They'll move forward into the next event that happens for Jits Pro team event. Well done to all of those involved. Great matches from everyone. So, I think it might be Lewis. Yeah, you picked one, didn't you? Yeah, didn't you? The outside, inside heel. Lloyd with the heel hook. And we got and the final thing we've got is submission of the day, which I'm going to chat about then. We've got Lloyd Shankland, who got that with a heel hook submission to win the main event. The main event, £250 cash prize from Soul Taker Fightwear. Lloyd Shankland with the heel hook finish. Great control from Lloyd all the way through. And Lloyd's £250 from Soul Taker Fightwear. Great match from Lloyd. I'm sure more to come from them. So that's it from Jits Pro League 2 team event. We had some brilliant prelims today and team event. Look forward to the next one towards the end of the year. Thanks everyone. And thanks to all our sponsors. We've got Soul Taker Fightwear, Meraki Medicinal and Submission Sensei.